Consistency is what a lot of traders and investors want. It's like the fuel to your fire. It allows you to keep going because, hey, you can keep that fire moving. But a lot of people, when it comes to trading, they don't trade and operate in this same manner. They actually are looking for one big win and one big payoff. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you some insight about consistency and how to actually gain profitability rather than focusing on these one-time big payoffs, because that's what a lot of people focus on. Anyways, if you're brand new here, I'm Sasha, the options coach. I've been teaching people to trade options, one-on-one coaching for many years now. And today we're going to dive deeper into this concept of consistency and big payoffs. So a lot of people online, just overall in trading and investing, when I go in and coach somebody, there's a few calls that I get that people are looking for one-time big payoffs. Even though some people may not say that, the way that they trade mimics that, or it's what's going to happen because what they do is a lot of times concentrate risk in one particular spot or area. Because what they do is they go in and they say, oh man, I really like this stock over here. Like, let's say it's Netflix. Okay, so I love this stock and I love this vehicle. And they go in and they buy a ton of shares. But the problem is they're concentrating risk all in this one spot. And now they might have, let's say, 1,000 shares, and it may be going well for 3 months, 6 months, a year. But then earnings comes out and bam, that stock tanks. Okay, could be other stocks, whatever the case is. It could be a coronavirus momentum where things take it down, and then you fear and panic sell somewhere down here, and now all of a sudden your account is lowered by a certain amount. And this is what happens to a lot of traders, because what they're doing is they're trading based on kind of like a coin flip mentality. They're looking at, hey, one big payoff. So even if they have a lot of capital in there, let's just say somebody has $100,000. Well, they might take that and split that into 3 or 4 vehicles. But even then, what they do is, let's say we split it into 4 vehicles, like an Apple, it might be a Netflix, it might be an ExxonMobil, and it might be a bank. Let's just call it Goldman Sachs or Bank of America. Okay, so even though they might be split into a few different vehicles here, the issue still lies is that you still have a huge concentration of risk. And even if you split it proportionally, what's going to happen is you still got about 25K in each spot. Now you've got no cash on the sidelines. The other problem here is that when they get into these positions, they might all do it on a single date. Let's just say it's September 1st or something. Okay, so on September 1st, they got into a bunch of positions. They got into all of these positions. And now you've concentrated risk based on that date and that time. Okay, so when we go in and we look at kind of like a chart, okay, well, sometimes that works out and maybe you got in at the right date. But other times what could happen is that, well, yeah, it's going up, but then, you know, when you got in right here, so this is like your start point and you bought a bunch of stuff, well, later it goes over here rather than splitting those things up into different zones and areas. So let's say, for example, we got a little bit of shares here, a little bit of shares here, a little bit of shares here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And then later at some point in the future, this is where this thing could have turned around or pushed a little bit higher. So that's usually what you want to do is spread that capital. It's not what most people do. It's not the way they think. It's not the way that they operate in the normal world. So they don't operate that way in the financial world. So instead, what we want to look at is we're looking for creating kind of like a trading pipeline. This actually makes a little bit more sense. And it creates a little bit more consistency in it. So what you're really looking to do is create a form of income. So if you're doing option trading, let's just say at a basic level here, this one could be selling puts. Okay, so when you're selling puts, you're generating a certain income from selling puts, and that income is, let's just say, $1,000 a month. Okay, so you're gathering $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month, selling puts, trying to collect stocks that you like, own, or want to own. But if it doesn't get there, you get to make some premium, and that's fine. Okay, so we're selling some puts. Another form over here, this drip could be something more non-directional. Let's say it's a non-directional iron condor. So this is a range-based trade, where now you're looking for more theta-based. Okay, so you're looking for kind of theta-based decay, and then you're collecting some income from those. So again, another different form, but it's creating some form of consistency where you're going in, you're saying, okay, well, for this bucket, I've got iron condors, and iron condors make me maybe, let's just say, $2,000 a month. So now you've got $1,000 a month, you've got $2,000 a month, and then maybe for a third bucket, you have something else going on over here. So this could be calendar spreads, it could be dividends, it could be whatever you like. But the point is now we've got 3 different streams of income, and we spread our money. Because in some cases and in some situations, non-directional trading is not going to work. So let's say I take this non-directional trading right here, this iron condor, and all of a sudden it just doesn't pan out. Meaning this iron condors are losing money. Why? Because stock prices are heading higher and I'm always getting in trouble on the upside, or vice versa. Things are selling off and it's not working. The point is that not every condition will set you up for every strategy to be winning. But what this does is alleviate pressure from any single side of concentration of risk. Now you have some form of income that's coming in, and you get a little bit of an idea. Because in some cases, this iron condor, maybe it's only making you $900 a month instead of the normal $2,000. Or maybe selling puts. Again, it could be different, where maybe with the selling puts, you're only making $600 a month because things have sold off. You have to take losses. But the iron condors then in that case are making you maybe $3,000 a month. So that scale can shift depending on conditions. But what you have is now some form of consistency or stability that is coming in from different forms in different market conditions, different ways that you can profit. It's not all just looking for upside movements. In fact, here a lot of people do the wheel strategy. We've even done a class here on the reverse wheel strategy not too long ago. So from a standard wheel, what you've got is, you sell a covered call expires worthless, or it gets exercised, then you sell a put to get the stock. So there's kind of the normal wheel. The reverse wheel kind of works opposite. You're actually selling shares first. So now you get an inverted position, negative 100. Then you sell puts to acquire that stock later. And you kind of keep going around the other way. And you sell a naked call to get into a negative 100 shares position. So again, it's opposite and backwards, but it helps alleviate pressure in the portfolio. Now, if you're interested in that class, by the way, check out our website, optionsblackbelt.com. Check it out, and you can grab that class there as well on the website. Okay, or send us a message, and I'll let you know which class is probably a better fit for you. We can do like a learning path. All right, so the point is that we're looking for a little bit of a drip style income here, because that gives you more form of consistency rather than just shooting something, which is what most people do. It's like, yeah, let me flip this coin. Yeah, I believe in this stock. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's going up. Oh, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. No. And then and that's where some of the losses come in. It's also where sometimes I get some panic calls where, oh, I've got $80,000 on my in my portfolio, and $70,000 of it is in this stock and position, and all the option contracts expire next week. What is it that I do? And it's like, oh man, you just concentrated your risk in a single ticker, single vehicle, a single strategy, and so on. So that's not what we want. That's not as peaceful. It's not as mentally good for you. So we want to spread that capital and assets. That way it's no single concentration of risk. So yes, you don't want to be the coin flipper and hoping and wishing and praying, that kind of stuff. It doesn't pan out well. Instead, having kind of a consistency, hey, that one's kind of roughly about this much a month. That strategy is about this much a month. Sometimes it's a little bit different, but you have some variation in there. But now you've got a sense of flow, building your little buckets there, and that helps grow the account. So anyways, I hope that helps, gives you a little insight, because a lot of people, what they want to do is they want one big payoff. But in trading, you don't want to do that because you're going to have a concentration of risk. So think of this more in terms of a pipeline. Think of it more like, how do you build that pipeline from different sources? Think of it like store departments. Like different departments have different amounts of income. Like the fruit and veggies might bring in a certain amount. The dairy brings in a certain amount. The sushi area brings in a certain amount. The bakery, again, they all kind of work together to drive some revenue and income for the store. And then you have got multiple stores, for the company. So that's what you want to do. You want to think about it that way to spread the risk, different zones, different locations, right? And makes it more peaceful. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Truly appreciate it. Hope to see you in one of the live classes coming up, and enjoy the day ahead. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.